Okay, so in this example, we are going to learn how to add and subtract involving negative numbers. In all your 6 years in primary schools, your add and subtract are all done with positive numbers. So with negative number, it will get a little bit confusing. And with negative numbers, there are rules that you will need to follow. So if you go by the rules or the thinking method, then you will slowly build the mental muscle for this. So before I show you, okay, this idea of positive and negative number will later be translated into algebra. So before you go to algebra, make sure you have a good concept first or a good mental memory or muscle memory. Okay, I'm going to introduce you some rules that I use to, to train my brain. So I train my brain to recognize whenever positive and negative meets. So I will train my brain, right, to recognize what happened when positive number meet negative number. So when a positive number meet a negative number, it will become negative. So you can think of it as a person. So a very positive person and a very negative person. So when they meet, right, they become negative. You can think of it this way. I leave it up to you. Okay, and also train my brain, right, to relate negative and negative. So when two negative number meets, they will become positive. So two negative person, they kind of cheer each other up and they become positive. So this is just a way that you want to remember. So in fact, right, this will be useful when you do the multiplication and division as well. Okay, so I will be using these two rules, plus I will also show you the idea of using number line. Okay, so the number line is just a thinking. You don't need to show the number line thinking. Okay, so how am I supposed to do question like this, right? So if you take a look carefully, can you see this is a plus and minus? So that will be this situation. So plus and minus became a minus. Then this is something you know how to do since P1. That's my answer. So if I'm going to present this answer on the number line, it actually looks like this. Okay, let me show you how it actually look like. I draw a small number line. I'm not drawing a very big number line. So it means that I'm starting from 5. So from 5, you are going to minus 4 means you move backwards. You jump back 4 steps. And that's how I gotten the 1. So in primary school, whatever that you are doing, right, can be represented in a number line like this. Okay. Now, for part B, I can also do a number line. So if you look at part B, right, I can do a number line. I will be starting from a minus 5. I'll be starting from a minus 5. So I make sure my number line is enough. Okay, so when you do a plus 4, you are jumping forward. So from minus 5, you jump forward. You jump forward 4 times. So that's how I gotten. So the correct answer is actually minus 1. So if you are doing negative, right, you jump backwards. Minus 1, minus 1, minus 1, minus 1. If you are doing positive, you jump forward. Forward means jump to the right side. Okay, another way that we can actually do will be I shuffle them. I shuffle to +4 minus 5, which is like small number minus a bigger number. So I will get a -1. So the +4 is it's like an invisible sign. So any whole number, right, there's actually an invisible sign. So if I give you a 10, it's actually a +10. So if I give you like 50, it's actually a +50. So there is an invisible sign with all the whole numbers. Okay, so you can think number line or you can think in reshuffle them. The reshuffling will be quite common when we get to algebra. Okay, so the next one, right, if you take a look at the next one, it will be a -5. Can you see this is a plus minus one more time? So it's this situation again. Okay, so can you see? The plus minus is the positive and the negative guy meeting each other. So when positive and negative meet each other, it will get a -4. Then you can use the number line to process. I'm going to show you how, if I use a number line to process, how is it like? So if I'm going to use the number line to process, I must start from a -5. And I'm going to jump backwards. So I'm going to jump backwards. So I'm starting from a -5, minus, and I'm going to do a backwards. So my answer is a -9. You don't need to show the number line. The number line is in your head. So you use a number line to help you in your head. Otherwise, you can think this way. You can think this way. -5 means you lack. You think money. You lack $5. -4 means you lack $4. That means in total, you are lacking $9. So lacking $9 is -9. So you can think that sense, or you can use number line. But generally, I will have the two rules to help me along the way. Okay, so as I move on, if you look at D, right, D is the same idea as E. Okay, it became the same idea as E. So that will just be a -9. Okay, sorry, not as E, same as C. Okay, my bad. In part E, you will see a double negative. Okay, look carefully. In part E, you will see a double negative. So what was the rule that I showed you just now? So there was two negative person, they cheer each other up and they become positive. So if you think about that, then that will be a 5 + 4. So for 5 + 4, I don't think you need a number line. Right? It's something that you will know how to do. So the same thing I'm going to apply to the next one. Negative, negative. So again, you got two negative guys. They meet up with each other. So when two negative guys meet up with each other, they become positive. So how are you going to process -5 + 4? If you want to, you can think about number line. You are going to start from -5. And you're going to jump forward because it's a +4. So you're going to jump forward. So you start from -5. You jump forward. You jump forward 4 units. So you will get to a -1. You can think it that way, or you can reshuffle. You can reshuffle this to a positive 4 minus 5. Just like swap the position. Like two persons swapping the position. Then it's essentially 4 minus 5. I mean, so that's your choice. How will like the thinking process. Okay, so that will be the basic thinking that you need to have. You got to train the muscle memory, or else it will be very confusing. What if you got a lot of numbers? So later on, right, there will be some examples to show what if there's a lot of numbers, and what you learn in P6 about the order of operation, or what we'll call Bodmer's rule, will come in. Okay, so get the idea of this first, see which one you approach you need to, but you do not need to show the number line. You got to mentor all this.